Some may say this is the season finale. Some may also say it's also only the beginning. I just say you lot better subscribe to this shit because it's about to be bigger than ever. So make sure you keep watching this. Welcome everybody. This is the last episode of the second season of the B.A.R.S. What's good? What's cracking? What is everybody saying? And welcome back to the season finale. The final episode of season 2. Episode 20 of the B.A.R.S. The Best Album Review Show. Where I'll be talking about all the albums that have inspired me, all of the musicians, all of the songs, and everything that's inspired me on this musical journey. And maybe, just maybe, it could inspire one of y'all. So, let's get into it. Fam, it's only right that we complete an incredible season with probably the most incredible, the most inspiring, the most revolutionary, the biggest visionary, the most incredible icon in musical history, my hero, my idol, the reason why I make music the way I do, just absolutely everything. He's just probably the greatest musician, one of the greatest humans, one of the greatest people to ever walk the planet, one of the most inspiring human beings, man, to ever bless us with their presence. And I can honestly say that this is my number one album, the album that truly inspired me to make music the way I make music. The reason, the GOAT, the Don Dada, the man. Now the album we're talking about is an album that, for me, songs that transcended a country into a higher plateau. It put this genre of music on the map. Not that it wasn't there years before, but this particular artist put this genre of music on the map and changed music history and black music history forever. Rewrote the history books in every sense. Somebody that spread nothing but love and divine spirituality, man. Somebody that specifically chose to fight a losing battle with simply with words, passion and heart, and not being afraid to do the right thing. Somebody that personified truth and being true to you and really embracing your identity as a man and as a human being, really embracing the importance of words, embracing passion of music. Each note, each chord, everything sung, everything written has the deepest meaning behind it, with the most powerful and incredible musicianship. For me, my biggest inspiration, like I've said many a times, my biggest everything. And if you don't know who this is, it is none other than the GOAT, the one and the only. It's an album that will live with me, that will live in the charts, that will live on the planet, that will live on forever. An album that will never ever go nowhere. Timeless, impeccable, incredible music. Doesn't matter what type of party, what type of situation, what type of environment you were in. This album will fit in anywhere. It's one of the greatest, probably the greatest album. I'm gassing up right now. If you don't know by now who this is This is none other than the greatest Mr. Bob Marley. And this album is Exodus. Exodus! So boom, man, this is one of 13 albums that Bob Marley and the Wailers created. One of 13. And I believe this was number 6 in the list. I'm pretty sure. And I have listened to all of Bob Marley's albums. I have. This one being my favorite. This album being my favorite. And I believe this album also had the songs that really changed reggae music, reggae culture, Jamaican culture, worldly culture to the highest degree. I can't really express and put into words how important this album is. Not to music, but I believe to the human race in general. The words, the writing, the stories, the sheer reason for creating this album is simply for humanity and simply for unity and love and spirituality and uplifting one another. And he also touches on this thing where he really warns us about what could potentially happen if you are to act or if you were to be a certain way. It's incredible. It's amazing. It's an emotional journey, man. It's an emotional journey. It's a mental journey. But most importantly, it's a really, really spiritual journey, man. There's a deeper divinity and a deeper understanding with everything that he's trying to say. And the music just complements the words so much, man. And that's why he's so important. That's why Bob Marley is so important to music and so important to humanity, and his story and his words and his wisdom is so important to everybody forever, man. In this album, the list of songs just exaggerate all of it. It just exaggerates all of his greatness and all of his rich skill set and how he manifests his inner self. He manifests his spirituality within the music and puts it out there and inspires and touches so many people, man. It's incredible. So in 1977, of course, Island Records recorded at Tuff Gong Studios. This album Exodus came out and it changed the world. It changed the world historically. What he managed to do with the sound of music is put a whole country on a map. It's put a whole country on a map. You know, when you talk about Bob Marley, straight away you associate it with Jamaica. When you talk about Jamaica, you associate it straight away with Bob Marley. You know, just his name alone has created jobs, has created an economy in a country. It's just mental, man. It's just mental to think a single man and an incredible band can change the way a country works, bro. Change the way the world works. You know, he's the most inspiring human that I've ever come across in music, and he truly is just the greatest for me personally. Boom. So the pamphlet. This is actually this album here. This is actually one of the original prints of the CD when they released it just in vinyl in 1977. This is one of the first presses on CDs that I managed to get. The pamphlet was never much anyway. It's very similar. It's exactly the same to the actual vinyl. However, if you're familiar with this album, you would recognize that the CD pamphlet is exactly the same as the inner vinyl pamphlet and the outside of the vinyl. There is a remastered version, and it's a bit more deeper than this one. It's a bit more deeper than this one. There's a few more pages and a few more pictures. But I'm glad I managed to get one of the closest to the original vinyl on CD, man. It's a true blessing, dog. It's a true blessing. So yeah, man, very basic and incredible artwork of Mr. Bob Marley and our Wailers. And just a breakdown of all the tracks and stuff on the CDs, man, and all the thank yous and stuff on the CDs just on the inside here. One of the incredible things about this album that a lot of people didn't know, that one of the writers on this album was actually Bob Marley and Curtis Mayfield. Yes, I'm your pusher man. Yes, fam. Curtis Mayfield was one of the writers on this incredible album. Did you know that? Did you know that? And it's actually for one of the biggest songs, of course, One Love. A lot of people didn't know this, but yeah, man. So big up Curtis Mayfield, most definitely. I know I keep saying it, but this is genuinely an album that will live forever, fam. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Aston Bassett, Chris Blackwell. I'm sure it's Carl Peterson. It's not Patterson. I'm sure it's Carl Peterson. These are the engineers, the guys who mixed and mastered this incredible album. You need to understand the levels of what it takes to create a masterpiece like this when you're dealing with live instruments. In a time like this, it's the early 70s. Early 70s. This is the late 70s. This is 1977. And analog is just coming out and digital is just coming in. You know, you need to understand how incredibly difficult and intricate it is to create sounds and instruments and vocals and mix them to create perfect harmony. The sonics have got to be the fundamentals of the music, fam. It's so crazy to think how historically black and traditional Bob Marley was as a man. And it's crazy to think that his grandfather was a slave master from Sussex. Yeah, British Jamaican, a British dude born in Jamaica, which makes him a British Jamaican or a Jamaican British dude, whatever you want to call it. But this was his father, Norval Sinclair Marley, the father of Mr. Bob Marley. Up until today, people are still baffled that this guy was mixed race. His dad was white and his mother was black. His dad born in Jamaica but come from British parents. His grandfather was a slave master. His mother, a black Jamaican, Cedella Booker, who was actually a singer-songwriter. So these two created this incredible human, Mr. Bob Marley, and Bob Marley went against the grain of white supremacy in Jamaica and on the planet, knowing his grandfather was a slave owner. So he's a direct descendant of this drama. It's mind-blowing. But there was rarely nothing found about his dad. There's this one picture, some white brother from Crowborough. It was just a white brother on a horse, fam, posing on a horse. And he was a soldier, and that's all anybody knew about Bob Marley's dad. Really, he never ever really brought it up. So people were so surprised up until today to find out that his dad's white and his mum's black. The geezer was mixed race, fam. Like, mad. Bruv, the importance of identity and knowing the person that you are and being yourself and freedom of self, emancipating yourself from mental slavery was just so important to me and so important to millions and millions of people across the planet. The effect of his music has just created a snowball effect of freedom fighters. Not freedom fighters that are fighting physically, but freedom fighters that are fighting emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. So many quotables in all of his music that relates to up until today, up until this point. There's so many things that this guy talks about, so many things that he sings about and he writes about that are important in today's era. It's almost as if he could tell the future. He was almost this Socrates. I don't even know if that's the right guy, but man was one of them brothers there that was telling the future and talking about things that was going to happen way in the future. And there's so many things about Bob Marley that are just, it's just incredible. And to think how far his music has lived on since his passing, from the very beginning, from when he first started making music. Longevity and real music, he's just proof of the true meaning about being a musician and carrying a message and carrying a purpose through your music, man, and through something that you love. He's just pure reason behind that. Of course, the Wailers. We got to big up the Wailers, the incredible musicians, the incredible band, the most dopest session players, and there was bare of them, fam. There was bare, like, over years, there were bare Wailers. Bare of them. But let's just point out the main ones that I remember, most of them anyway. So of course, Mr. Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, Junior Braithwaite, or Braithwaite, I don't ever think, bro, some of these names, fam. Beverly Kelso, incredible vocalist. Aston Barrett and Carlton Barrett. El Lindo, Rita Marley, Marcia Griffiths, Judy Moore, Al Anderson, Alvin Patterson, Earl China Smith, Donald Kinsey, Junior Marvin. I think that's all of them. Bare of them, bruv. There's bare session players, bro. That's not even half. There's bare of them over the time. But again, the Wailers, incredible band, incredible musicians, incredible vocalists. They knew exactly how to complement each other, and everything is done live. So just as you hear them in the studio, you hear them like that on stage. They're incredible. Standout tracks on the album. Every single one of them, bruv. Every single one. I tell you the bait ones, of course. Exodus, of course. Jammin' is like the Jamaica's anthem. Like, anybody that knows Bob Marley, I'm sure that's a song that they sing first. Jammin'. One Love, incredible anthem. That is just a worldly anthem. Three Little Birds, that's another song that you just sing when you're en route on the plane. When you're en route to Jamaica, fam. That tune is just over and over again in your head top, fam. Waiting in Vain, incredible song. Turn your lights down low. Again, there's just too many hits, too many bangers. There's just too much, man. It's just relentless epicness, fam. Seriously, it's just too sick. Boom, my number one pick for this album is a song that has lived with me forever and will carry on living through me, and will live through my family, my kids, everything. It's a song that represents life, represents what will happen if you don't live with a clean heart, if you don't lead with a good spirit. And it's a warning. It's a warning, man. It's a warning to people out there. It's a warning to tell you, the person listening, there's people out there that are willing to take everything away from you, that are willing to badman you and stab you in the back regardless. And he's warning you, fam. This is a spirit that's been in the air for a little while. I can't tell you what it is, but just be very, very aware of it. Just know what it is, man. The bass line, the instrumental, how it starts, everything about this song is just epic. It's just amazing. It's incredible. The message, the vocals, the instrumental, the everything. It's incredible. It's amazing. So if you don't know what this song is by now, my number one pick for this album is one that everybody knows, but it genuinely is such a special song. Natural Mystic. Oh man, from the way that I carry myself, from the way that I discipline myself, from the way I carry my manners, from the way I treat everybody, from the way I respect everybody, from the way I respect myself, believe in myself, from the way I did do my hair, from the way I believe in myself consciously, the way I try to represent myself spiritually, man. It's all because of Bob Marley, and it's all because of this specific album. I can't stress how important this album is to music and just historical culture and history in general. If you need uplifting, if you're in a place where you can't quite explain, just listen to this album, man, and you will find some sort of answers. You'll find some sort of reason to keep it moving, man. Honestly, I can't explain the magic and the love I have for this album and just for this music, man. And it's all because it genuinely is all because of Bob Marley. my hero, man. If you want to understand what a message, honesty, truth, love, emotion, pain, stress, how you put that into music to create something that's gonna spread nothing but good love, vibrations, positivity, and open your third eye to something that's absolutely incredible. Make you find yourself, make you find self-healing and self-love, and really help you to embrace your identity of who you are. No matter what color, size, religion, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. All that matters is humanity. And Bob Marley is the sheer definition of somebody that was fighting for a change, a true freedom fighter. In this week's Best Album Review Show, if you need any of that sort of inspiration or any of that in your life, please listen to Bob Marley, Exodus. I know it's been a deeper one, but I had to end on a bang, bruv. I had to end on my purpose, blood. I know it's been a deeper one, but listen, I just want to thank everybody for riding with me on this journey, man. This is season 2. We're 20 episodes in, but just know season 3 is going to be absolutely mental, and I hope everybody is ready because we got big things. Me and my brother, the Mr. Mysterious editing samurai Itachi from the Odd Souls, have got so much big things planned for this platform and for this show. So please, please, please stay locked. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. Make sure you follow your boy at Tubby Boy Music, and make sure you follow Itachi from the Odd Souls as well, Itachi_Odd Souls. Make sure you go follow us up on the gram, man, and on the socials. Please go check out GrownTreasure. Yes, that's the label, that's the company, that's everything, that's the clothing brand. Go check it out, man. The link is in the description below. Go fill your carts. We got some new tees dropping very, very soon on the site. These are just some exclusive, but the beanies are there. We got some brand new colors of the hoodies as well, so make sure you go check that out, man. It's the finale, season 2. I can't believe it. I can't believe we've got here so quick, man. But make sure, man, you subscribe and all that good stuff. I can't stress how sick the next season is going to be. So make sure you're here, fam. It's going to be an absolute madness. But honestly, I can't thank everybody enough. Thank you for all the love and all the support over the last 20 episodes. People look at the likes and the comments and all the rest of it, and they go by, well, you ain't got no this and you ain't got no that and nobody watching. But you know what? All that matters is the people that are watching. So for everybody that is watching, I don't care if there's 3 of you or 3 million of you, thank you for your time. It's super, super appreciated. We put our heart into this and we just want to spread love, spread good vibrations, man. And we love this music. Both me and Itachi, man. We love this music, man. And we just want to see if we can inspire and change the world and send us some good vibes and good positive vibrations out there. So thank you all for tuning in. But until next time, season 3 is going to be absolutely lit. We've got big plans. Also as well, I've got a project coming out this year, within the next few weeks, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that as well. Listen, big things are coming. I'm so sad I'm gonna say bye, but man saying bye, like, man ain't coming back. Man's coming back, bruv. Man is coming back. So until next time, this has been the incredible B.A.R.S show, the best album review show, season 3. I hope you mother are ready. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Love y'all, man.